Welcome to the Waterloo Classic, the opener to the 2024 summer season, the long course season, where Austin Sanchez gives his all to try for an advancement to JV2 and hopefully scoring a B cut, held at the Waterloo Swim Center in none other than Austin, Texas. A whole lineup of events going on for today. We're going to start off with freestyle. The 100-yard freestyle, Austin, who has a seed time of 1:25.64, hoping to drop that time down. Austin Sanchez in lane 8, followed by other stunning swimmers, all from Waterloo. Look at the dive. We start off. The dive is the most critical part of this entire event. When you look at the mechanics of the dive, it's the best opportunity for you to slipstream through the water without slowing yourself down. And there he goes. Popped up a little bit earlier than he probably should have. You should go as far as you can underwater. It keeps you this nice slipstream, but not bad. Much better than he has performed before. And he's going to keep going, and let's see where he's able to make it. So far, great stroke. This freestyle is the opportunity for him to run through and give it a good, nice start. Freestyle is a strong stroke for Austin. It is one that he has excelled in the past. Granted, freestyle is a popular stroke, so there's lots and lots of people that are running the freestyle when it comes to this sort of event. And so far, he's looking strong. He definitely looks like a leader in his heat. Let's see if that is going to keep up. B-cut times are going to be rather hard for this particular event. But let's see if Austin is edging closer. Not exactly expecting him to drop that much time. There is a significant gap between the two, but at least forward progress is what we're aiming for. And a strong end to that race. Austin finishing with a 1:19.98, a drop of 5.66 seconds. Great start. As we move on, shifting gears, taking a quick look at our Skycam in the parking lot, if you can call it that. Off to the backstroke, the 100-yard backstroke. Austin is, again, looking for a B cut here, but you're going to see a starting time of 1:50.76. Austin needs to drop considerable time if he hopes to place in B cut. Looking to see how much time he can shave off here. Historically, the backstroke has been a strong stroke for Austin. It is a complicated stroke. It's complicated to stay straight in the lane. We'll see how that goes for Austin this time around. As the kids jump in the water, getting ready for his opportunity to drop points. This is mixed, meaning you'll see boys and girls. There's at this age still, there's a lot of delta between both age groups and genders. So there's not a lot of delta. There's not a lot of difference here. You're able to see women and men competing at roughly the same skill level. Austin is off, strong start. Usually you want to see a dive. It's a backwards dive. You want to see a dive on the beginning of that backstroke. Still a strong start. Looks like Austin is taking off like a rocket. He is moving pretty strong. Looks like he's dominating the heat, although from this vantage point it's hard to see if there are others in other lanes that are further ahead of him, but so far he is ahead. The trick here is, can he nail this flip turn? The flip turn is incredibly important. Oh, looks like there is a girl in lane, I want to say 7, who is just blazing ahead. Austin coming up for that flip turn, and there he goes. Off 1, 2, and he's good. Looks like that was a strong flip turn, but probably could have been a little bit stronger. And here he is. You can see the other swimmers in lane 7 or 8 gaining and eventually surpassing Austin here as he's running out of, obviously running out of steam, getting slightly slower, but can he push on and get strong enough to make it all the way through to the end with a very strong finish? And you can see he's a little bit hugging that right, from our vantage point, that right corner, but for his vantage point, probably his left side of that lane, and that's going to be the delta in the arm strength, or the amount of power and technique he's putting into one arm versus the other. But he looks like he's finishing it out strong. And he finishes with a 1:44.19, a drop of 6.57 seconds. It's going to be a great run for Austin. Huge drop in time. Second drop in time this meet. And we'll see what happens in the next round. Another shot of that Waterloo parking lot out in the field there as we shift off to the breaststroke 100-yard. Austin getting another opportunity to dive in here, as they say. There you see Austin in lane 4 once again. Starting off with a seed time of 1:55.01. Let's see if he can drop again. This is the breaststroke. They're going to dive in just like you would any other stroke. The backstroke is the only one when you start off in the water. Boom. Now, can he stay underwater a little bit? That was much better. Much better. A much stronger start. Breaststroke has actually become a very strong stroke for Austin recently. He's learned how to perfect it. He's learned how to keep his head low in the water while still coming up for air. He's continuing to do much better and hone his technique. It's something that I think that really speaks to him. It's a kind of complicated stroke to get right. You can see these long stretches here. This is good, at least from my vantage point. Great technique as he stretches out there, uses his length, his superior length to gain a foothold here and really move his arms around. It's about moving your arms around underwater in that circular motion that they do. And the tap turn, no flip turn on this one. Tap turn is also incredibly important. The elongation, the spreading out, keeping your head low, which he's doing a pretty decent job of. Some kids really pop their head up, and he's doing a good job of keeping it low, keeping the momentum going. See if this is going to also result in a huge drop. So far, it's looking good. Know that the audience back home cannot see the timer, but he is going strong so far. Beautiful push in, getting close to the end. I just love the elongation here. Popping up a little bit too high for my comfort, but in general, doing a great job. Looks like he is ahead of the pack. Will be finishing first by quite a bit, which is great. At least for this heat. This isn't the finals or the most competitive round, but definitely good to finish first in your heat. And that brings Austin to a closing of 1:45.90, a drop of 9.11 seconds. That's a huge drop. Great race run by Austin. Beautiful way to wrap up this swim meet. Dropping in all 3 events. Great way to go.